And it was written in the covenant of Primus that when the 47 spheres align, a perpetual conflict will culminate upon a world forged from chaos.
Man, why is it never nice things that are written? Though I suppose if these are meant as warnings, that would be self-explanatory, wouldn't it? Ho, and hear my words, for it shall be a mild day on the eve of the conjunction, when the air will be sweet, and the sky will be clear, and the hot wings will be very spicy. The Autobots start debating this doomsday prophecy, with Ratchet saying he always thought that it meant Cybertron, since, it was doomed. Now he's not so sure, though. Bulkhead thinks it's a load of crap. RC questions the timing of all of this, and I'm wondering on what basis predicting the future exists for robots. Is it, time travel they're thinking? Or do they actually expect warnings from their robot god? Or do they just say that anything that sounds prophetic might happen, like the Nostradamus crowd? Anyway, there's a planetary conjunction coming soon, and Optimus is less worried about it coming true, and more worried it might prompt Megatron to do something crazy, especially since this Megatron is pretty damn crazy. In fact, he's bitching that there's not enough of the blood of Unicron to summon undead armies to raise worlds at his command. Pfft, my world and welcome to it. So he's all in on fulfilling that prophecy. After the titles, the kids are hard at work on the cover-up, heading to a conspiracy website to scrub a picture of Bumblebee, showing that no one was behind the wheel. Well, they replaced that with a cat astronaut.
Optimus, you want to see something funny?
No?
Don't ask me again unless robot titties are involved. Ratchet explains that he's known Optimus long enough that he's seen how becoming a Prime has made some personality changes. Before, he was a lot like Jack, actually. Always lying to his mom, I guess. Well, they get a call from our buddy at the Alphabet Agencies to say that Soundwave was spotted. So, please do something about that. The list of stuff the Decepticons have taken is almost everything you would need to build a new space bridge. All that's left is the power supply, which Megatron is working on. By this time, Arachnid has teamed back up with them, as she suggests a stealth invasion of the human target. Megatron has a better idea. Leroy Jenkins! Fowler calls up to fill the Autobots in on this, saying the army will buy them time until they arrive. But Optimus says to leave now. Megatron's so crazy, he's wearing a tinfoil hat on his metal head. But not to worry, with their space bridge stuff they can show up quickly and handle things. But on his way there, Megatron happens to spot Bumblebee, and in the same vein as Dick Dastardly stops to cheat, Megatron can't just not swoop down and take a few pot shots at him, despite all that blathering about his timetable. Evil knows no clock. Well, this is bad because Raph was inside, and he gets hurt. Some kind of energy courses over him, and the kid's out cold. All right, let's see if this show has the balls for Megatron to kill a child. Yeah, I'll wait. That little venting of his villain's spleen out of the way, Megatron arrives just as the battle is over. The Autobots appear victorious. But with the sight of Raph in bad shape, Optimus has him, Bumblebee, and RC sent back, while Megatron gets away with the power source. But Optimus and Bulkhead are not letting him get away so easily. They stow away on the outside to get a chance to, fuck their shit up. I always like to throw that in there every once in a while, ever since someone sent me a really angry email about their kid watching my show. Back at base, Ratchet is frickin' lost here and takes umbrage at Jack calling his mom in to sort out the problem just because he has no idea about human anatomy. And it's lucky he didn't try to figure out which one of Raph's toes was the positive and the negative for the jumper cables. As for Megatron... Bring more tinfoil and another jar to store my urine in. Megatron thinks he's somehow connected with Unicron thanks to the Dark Energon, and Arachnid is a bit surprised that Megatron is talking about the legendary Chaos Bringer. Oh, the guy's obsessed with a planetary conjunction. It should have really been a clue. I mean, if you're a fruitcake, what have you got now? The Mayan calendar's behind us. That just leaves planetary conjunctions and Planet X. Well, Optimus has appeared among the Decepticons wearing his shit-kicking boots because he kicks the shit out of all of them. Then he calls up to ask about Raph, and Ratchet laments his prideful refusal to try to learn anything from the humans, meaning he knows nothing of their medicine, despite being the team medic. Optimus does what he can, but he's got a bigger problem, and I'll give you a hint. He's wearing a sideways blue hat and complaining about the Battle of Waterloo. Optimus sends Bulkhead back with the device, but Optimus then follows it up by saying that it's clear there's not going to be a diplomatic solution. He's going to just have to accept that and finally end this once and for all.
I have come for Megatron, and him alone. Stand down and be spared.
We're henchmen. This is really the only reason we're here. Megatron is cooing over the volcano from his vision, but upon hearing from Optimus, finding out that his enemy is on his own ship, well, Megatron could not be more delighted. In fact, he tells everyone else to leave Optimus the hell alone. It's time for their showdown.
Today you answer for your crimes against Cybertron and against humanity. One shall stand, and one shall fall.
Yeah, this show in particular uses that a lot. As they begin to fight, Ratchet figures out that it's Dark Energon that's infecting Raph, which is, well, very bad.
We must expel it, and fast. The only possible way I know.
Bring the blender! While he gets to work with regular Energon to deal with the Dark Energon, Optimus and Megatron are playing a good old game of ass-whooping. They fight, then they fight, then they fight, then they fight. While back in the base, Raph is finally saved. So, time to jump back to that fight. Man, grinding tires in your eyes, that's the Transformer equivalent of hitting with a folding chair. Megatron can't believe he's lost, lying there complaining that his destiny is not working out like it's supposed to, which says that probably wasn't destiny, just a really crazy, horribly bad idea that you once had, especially with Dark Energon and Destiny and everything else. Megatron is just plain nuts and essentially is lamenting, come on, surely all 3 15-year-old girls can't be cops, right? However, even a crazy clock is right every once in a while, so when Optimus goes in for the final blow, Megatron catches the blade between his hands like some ninja master. It seems like the Dark Energon is not only giving him a bonus round, but it's also somehow enhancing his strength. He shatters the blade and beats the crap out of Optimus. And faster than you can say conjunction junction, the planets align, the volcano erupts, and Dark Energon is flying everywhere. And now, with Megatron having Optimus dead to rights, it's to be continued. Not to worry, we'll pick up with the next part soon enough. Until then, tinfoil, kids! Tinfoil and keep your pee in jars.